Poo poo poo. Hello, hello. Hello,
Again.
girls. How are you?
We're doing good. Hope you're also well.
I'm very, very, very good, but a bit stressed.
About academics.
Yo.
Well, good afternoon, guys. My name is Moleboheng. With me today is Mapuleng and Thobeka. Hi, guys.
Hello.
And
Hello,
in today's
everyone.
podcast, we'll be talking about The Tempest. It is written by William Shakespeare. The play takes place on an island where Prospero, the former Duke of Milan, lives with his daughter Miranda. After being betrayed by his own brother, Prospero uses magical powers to create a storm that brings his enemy to the island. During the discussion, we'll focus on the themes of power and control, nature and supernatural, forgiveness and revenge. I'm going to talk about the themes of power and control. It is one of the themes that we find throughout the play. Prospero has a great amount of power on the island because he uses magic and knowledge to control other characters. Although they are loyal to Prospero, they constantly remind him that the promise of giving them freedom to let them go and live elsewhere. And this shows that Prospero's authority is based on control rather than equality. That is all I have for now. I will give it over to Thobeka, who will be talking about the theme of nature and the supernatural. Over to you, Thobeka.
Greetings everyone. I'm Thobeka and I'll be elaborating about the theme of nature and supernatural. Theme of nature. We have Caliban. Caliban is connected to the land, which is the island of the Mediterranean. Act 1, Scene 2. Caliban is telling Prospero on how he took good care of the land of the island. On Act 3, Scene 2, the storm demolishes the ship that was coming from Tunis to Italy, which was, or rather have, the king of Naples and his son and also his brother. This scene also revealed the power of nature, which is the storm. Miranda is nurtured and represented as pure and innocent, and Prospero protects her with everything he has. On Act 1, Scene 2, where Miranda speaks to Prospero, it is where we get the glimpse of how Prospero protects Miranda. We also have the theme of supernatural. Prospero has magic and has a book about his magic. On Act 5, Scene 1, Prospero revealed his control over nature. And also we have spirits, which is Ariel. Ariel expresses supernatural. Ariel is the spirit that is working for Prospero and serves him with everything he has. Oh, hail, great master, brave sir, hail. I come to answer thy late request for the business of the hour. I quote Act 1, Scene 2. Ariel speaking to Prospero, his master, about his last command to him before he freed him. That is all I have for now, and my mate Mapuleng will take over.
Hello.
Hi, Gail.
Hello, guys. Once again, my name is Tekiso Mapuleng. I hope you guys are you fine?
Yeah, we are good.
Are you
We are good.
Okay. So, my themes are revenge and forgiveness. I'll be talking about forgiveness. I'll be talking about revenge and forgiveness. Okay. I will start by talking about revenge. So, In the play, we have a character which is Prospero. So Prospero was betrayed by his brother, which is Antonio. So Prospero uses magic to take a revenge. So the actions are driven by revenge after being betrayed and exiled. He creates the storm to bring his enemies to the island. Ne? So, in the play, we can see or we saw the storm. So, the storm is a symbol of revenge in the play. You understand?
Yes.
So the storm is not a natural; it's controlled by a revenge. A storm represents Prospero's power and his plan for revenge. It shows how calculated his plans are in the play. So, this revenge affects other people in the play. Characters like Alonso and Ferdinand. Ne? So, in the play, this revenge it makes them to suffer. Revenge does not only affect the guilty people, it also uh, affect people who are also innocent. Yes. So you can just imagine when you keep on revenging, you end up hating people who are innocent, who don't know the battles that you are fighting for. You understand? Yes. So when coming to forgiveness, in the play, Prospero chooses forgiveness. He forgives his enemies instead of punishing them. In the end of the play, Prospero chooses forgiveness over revenge. You know, meaning he chooses to forgive those who betrayed him, people who were harsh to him. Remember? So the major turning point, yeah, forgiveness is a we can say forgiveness is a major turning point in this play. You understand? So letting go of power, Prospero gives up his the not his he gives up the music. You So I can say by giving up his music, Prospero shows that forgiveness requires letting go of control and anger. Ne? Yes, when we forgive, we're letting go of anger, the bitterness, the hatred. Yes. So restoration and we can say restoration and what reconciliation relationship are repaired because Prospero um uh, he okay what is this? He was able to forgive his enemies. He was able to forgive his brother, the one who betrayed him. I think that is a good step for him to
Yeah.
take. Ne?
He decides to choose himself
Yes.
and let go of everything.
Yeah, yes. So forgiveness leads to peace and restorations. By forgiving, families and relationship uh, are united.
You forget about the things that has happened in the past.
Yes. So when we go through the play, while the revenge, we can say the revenge creates the conflict because when you keep on revenging, you end up with no solution.
Because all you want to do is hurt the people that has hurt you,
Yes.
and along the way, innocent people also get hurt.
And you hurt yourself also. Yes. You hurt yourself also. So, you can say the revenge is not a good thing. No? So Shakespeare, in this play, suggests that forgiveness is more powerful than revenge. What can you say about that?
You said?
In the play, William Shakespeare shows that forgiveness is more powerful than a revenge. Are you agreeing with him?
Yeah, I do agree.
Okay. So, in the play shows a journey from revenge to forgiveness. Prospero begins with anger but ends up with compassion. This transformation is the key message to the play. So, furthermore, or I can add by saying the Tempest teaches us that while revenge may seem justified, forgiveness leads to true peace. Yes, and it shows that Prospero story shows the importance of growth and myth and humanity. So by saying that, guys, I think we'll go. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do have a question for you while we're still talking about revenge and forgiveness. And it's not entirely regarded with the play.
Okay.
This one I'm asking you personally. Would you choose revenge or forgiveness?
I will choose forgiveness because forgiveness brings we can restore our souls and it creates I think a peaceful life for everyone.
We don't get to hold grudges forever.
Yes, you don't. And when we go through, one can see or go through the play, Prospero, he was able to forgive his brother even if he betrayed him, meaning he forgot, or yes, he chooses to bring peace between him and his brother and forget about what he did. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So Thobeka, while we're listening to you, you said things are
Nature and supernatural.
okay. So on the play there's a theme of nature and supernatural, as you said. So can you please tell us about how are portrayed from the play?
Okay. The play explores the nature and supernatural themes through the raw power of the physical world. On the theme of nature, I can say Caliban's connection to the land shows the theme of nature, and also the storm is being portrayed on the play that symbolizes the nature, and also Miranda's nature is also portraying nature. And we also have the theme of supernatural. On the theme of supernatural, Prospero's magic is being portrayed, and we can tell that it is being supernatural. And also we have a spirit which is Ariel. Ariel spirit is also portrayed as supernatural because it is more of nature. That's all I can say about those themes. By being that said, we also had you label telling us about characters that are
being controlled in the play.
yes.
So you can simply tell us who were controlled. in the play.
Okay, the characters that I can tell you about is Ariel and Caliban. Ariel was the spirit that was being used by Prospero to carry out the task that Prospero wanted to be done, like causing the storm. And Caliban was the original inhabitant on the island, and he was forced to serve Prospero as well. And Prospero treated him very harshly. And this simply shows, when you're still talking about the powers of the themes of power and control, that people do not do actions on their own will, they are being forced. And with that said, you end up doing things that you don't want to do, and you end up hurting people that are close to you, just for your master, we can say
Yes.
master, to be satisfied about you, that you listen to whatever he tells you to do.
Okay.
That is all, guys.
Okay, guys. Uh, hopefully, you have learned something from us, guys, and we hopefully you will gain the knowledge and have information about these things that we are given. So by that say, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye bye.
Yes.
Bye bye.